When I think about inspiring female leaders in the property sector, our next guest, Linda Grenfell, instantly pops to mind. I first met Linda back in 2011 when she was appointed the sales manager at Stockland. Here, she very quickly found success and within 3 years was the national sales manager. Linda is currently the Victorian Sales Manager at Mirvac, leading a team of 33 across sales and customer relations. Linda's leadership and management style results in high performance and loyalty from her team that I have rarely seen. In 2019, Linda and her family permanently fostered a 5-year-old little boy who had had 22 different placements in his short life. The love and stability that Linda and her husband Scott have given to this boy has quite literally saved his life. Her experiences and her story is one I hope many will be inspired by.
I was made redundant back in 2013. I was at home on maternity leave, only an 8-week break with my second child, and 5 weeks in I was made redundant, which just turned my world upside down and had me questioning, what value I was to a company. However, now looking back, that's what gave me the step into residential and completely changed my career. So I'm so grateful that actually happened, even though it was devastating at the time. It's been the best thing for me. With my position specifically, I think there's a lot of people in my similar role that look after just, one type, for example, just land or just apartments. Whereas this role, you're looking after land, built form, apartments and a customer relationship team. Most people that sort of know about property developers and people who are looking after sales teams, it's a crazy role and, it's weekends and nights and whenever the team needs you. I look for a connection with somebody and, when you have that trust and it just works, care about them personally and professionally. And I also get to know what their true motivators are, because when you can tap into that, it just works and you get the maximum potential out of each person. The most recent employee before Mirvac was Pete, and the general manager there, his name's Tony Gallagher, and I think he has been the most amazing mentor and still is for me to today. And I think it's his style of communication. He's got amazing knowledge as well, but just the way that he communicates, and he's always been fair and honest and given me fantastic advice for any challenges I've brought to him. After a chance meeting at a dinner with a lady who told me about this little boy and that he had 22 placements and nobody wanted him, he was 5 years old, and my heart couldn't deal with that. And I was never going to foster. I'd never thought about it because I could never give a child back. I had thought that's the way it worked. But with this child, it was like, it was in my heart, it was on my heart, and I felt like there's a reason that he needed to be with our family. And then 6-8 weeks later, he was permanently with us, and we've had the greatest highs and the most devastating lows, but he's come so far. And the older you get, you realise it's what you're going to leave behind, and that giving is living. Because he has such complex trauma, I think there's some surprising things that will stick, and then there's things that we've been able to nurture through repetition and the same message all the time. Trauma, what I've learnt about it is it comes up in unexpected circumstance, because the brain forms very differently for a child who's neglected or traumatized, the first 2 years, and it takes a long time to sort of reset that. He's always going to have challenges, but he'll always have us as well to help him through them. And I think the positive out of the pandemic was that I could work from home more. So I get to drop the kids off and I'm still in a meeting. So you really kind of get to do a bit of both. My husband's also a policeman, so shift work can either work for you or against you. But we're a great team ultimately. Mirvac has been the most amazing company to support women in that and coming back from the workforce. There seems to be at any one time at least 5 people on maternity leave, and we all really appreciate those people and the experience and knowledge they have when they come back, and they're doing it part-time and whatever actually works for them. And there's no judgment. Now I understand what other mums are going through, and just that pressure to feel like you work like you don't have kids and have kids like you don't work. There is so much in that where you're juggling and trying to be everything, and it's enabled me to be totally understanding of the mums that work for me and what they're going through. So you don't have to do it all as well. You can also be honest about what you're going through.